So today, I'm really excited. I got my shell peppers, and then I also got my grid board today from Mountain Storm. Super excited. I'm going to go ahead and open it up, and let's see what's inside it and see how it looks. And maybe we'll go ahead and do a little bit of playing with it. Not much today. It is cold outside. There's still snow and everything out there. And I don't have much room inside to mess with it yet. Still working on cleaning, getting things organized. So, anyway, let's see if I can go ahead and open this up. I want to thank you also, Mountain Storm, for doing this. Now, I did purchase this, so it wasn't like he was gifting or anything like that. But I'm going to put a link in the description. Everyone should go check out his website and go check out his YouTube. Go check out, he's got some awesome fun videos out there, and kind of looking around YouTube and seeing all this stuff is what has kind of inspired me, thinking, well, gee, maybe I should try it. Because when, I was raised, you don't really, you have shotguns, you have I have quite a few guns, but you never really took apart the bullet and messed with it very much. So now, with this device, we can take apart the shotgun and be able to mess with it and put different types of things in the shot to be able to shoot out. Now, this is our grid. Essentially what happens is we'll set this down on top of the shells, and it'll hold the shells upright for me. And then the fun part is this little tool right here. What this thing does, he really wrapped it really good. Thank you. Okay, bam. Okay, so we open it up and up. Now that looks really nice and quality. Okay, it's got a nice little, can't quite see it, but, there we go. It's got his little mark on there. Now he did take, can't quite get the lighting right. Anyway, inside the hole is a razor blade, and it's set so you can get your shotgun shell, put it in there, spin it a couple of times, and then everything falls out. Now, it's also made with screws so you can take it out, put a new blade in, swap it out. I can tell it was freshly stained. Still smells it. But it looks like, it's something that you can really grip a hold of and really mess with. And looking at it, it does look like pretty good quality. Now, I did also, today, go to Deseret Industries and purchase this, because this is what I'm going to be using to melt my wax in, to throw my extra lead in, all sorts of things like that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on pause, go get a couple of shotgun shells, and then I'm going to come back on and I'm going to see how this kind of works. I don't think today I'm going to get into melting any wax or putting them all back together, but I do want to take 2 or 3 and take them apart for you. So give me just a moment, and I will be right back. Okay, so now this is a 12 gauge pepper, shotgun pepper, or whatever you want to call it. This is 12 gauge buckshot. Then we're also going to try 20 gauge small game. We're going to go ahead and see what kind of results we can get out of doing 1 or 2 each. Okay, first of all, we're going to start with the 12, which is what it's made for. So you take and it fits in there without much wiggle at all. Yep. Just double checking which way to spin. You push it together, and as you do, you spin it clockwise, it looks like on this one. So you sit there and you spin it a couple of times, make sure you know you got it pretty good. Okay, then normally you'd turn it upside down and dump it into this. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how it looks now. Interesting that it looks pink, these are red. But anyway, so it spun this little piece off while leaving the crimp on. Essentially what that crimp does is it holds your black powder in. Now see, this is about here is all black powder, and then from here up is all shot. So now this still has a plastic. So what we're going to do now, this is double aught buck. And everyone's going to be saying, there's lots of different types. Okay, let's see if I can get this out. Yeah, made a hole in it. Let's keep working at it. All right, so got the pad out. Then inside this one are big, large BBs. So let's go ahead. Wonder if we can even get them out. So it might not be a good idea to use buckshot for this. Yeah. So, probably not a good idea to use buckshot for this. What I'll do probably later this summer is I'll go ahead and slowly pour wax in there. Now see with this, you take and you push it in, so like that, and you put a lot of them on and it'll hold it up. So what I'm going to do this summer probably is I'm going to go ahead and just pour some wax in there and then go ahead and shoot it and see how it kind of turns out. So anyway, we'll go ahead and throw that in my bucket over here, and we'll throw the other little pieces that we got in the garbage. So note to self, don't use the large buckshot because it doesn't roll out like little BBs. So next what we're going to do is these are Winchesters. These are 20 gauge though. Let's go ahead and see if this will do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the same side as the blade because, I mean, like before it was tight. With a 20 gauge versus a 12, it's not going to be very tight. So we're going to put it on the same side as the blade. Keep forgetting which way I have to turn it. Okay, so we push and we keep it against the side with the blade as we rotate it around. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, so same thing again. It did do nice. It cut this little tiny piece out. And this one doesn't have a shot. This one has a whole bunch of BBs in there. Well, actually, I guess I don't know if I'd even call these BBs. I mean, See how small they are? So we'll go ahead and we'll drop this in my bucket here. And that's essentially what you do. And I'm just knocking some of the extra BBs out. Probably, like I said, it probably works a lot better with the 12 gauge because that's exactly what it was made for. And here I am abusing it. I just barely got it. So anyway, that'll give you a nice little hole. You can kind of now see through it. So you can see right about here is where the powder and everything start. And from here up, you can just kind of... A lot of people on YouTube have been using his tools and then just putting kind of random weird things in there, which is something I might do. I mean, well, actually I did technically buy it for it, but so I wonder, yeah, see, so unfortunately, because like I said, this grid board won't work for the 20, so I may just have to be really careful as I do it, but that works actually really, really good, even still for a 20 gauge. Versus a 12, what it's made for. I mean, you can kind of tell size difference here. The 12, I mean, my thumb is fitting really nice inside of. And the 20 gauge, my thumb doesn't fit inside of. So, you can kind of see there's a difference in size quite a bit. So let's just go ahead and do one more of these. Just to show you. Okay, clockwise. You want to make sure where the blade is. You want to put it in around the blade. And you take it and you turn it. And you can kind of feel it all of a sudden loosen right up. So, let's go ahead carefully again. Just because I want to show you all the little pieces. Normally you just turn it and chuck it in the bucket. But I want to show you again. It kind of, don't drop anything. It cut the little shot, crimp out. Then we have all of these BBs. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure that all the BBs fell out of the cup. Okay, and that's how it looks, like that. So, okay, so my wife, she apparently knows more about shotgun shells than I do, or at least about taking them apart. So anyway, she said basically, you know, you put it in, you turn it your clockwise, it breaks free. You get that little plastic shot out of there. Then comes the other fun part of getting this paper thing out. La-di-da. Thank you, everyone. I got quicker that time. Okay, so she says, for those that you know you can't just come out like I was saying and I was just going to pour wax in there. Well, apparently, if you turn it upside down and you kind of squeeze it together, all these shots just start falling out. So, I guess I should listen to the advice of my wife a little more often. Maybe. Nah. Anyway, so let me show you here the difference in sizes now that I have them out. This is a 12 gauge double aught buck. And that's kind of how big they are. Then you have normal game shot. You can kind of see, I mean, I can't turn my hand flat like I could with the other. They are tiny. So anyway, now that I got two, I can kind of show you. You put this like this, knock all them little BBs out. You put this like this, and then you can just pour your wax slug and stuff in there. So anyway, thank you very much, and apparently everyone should listen to their wives. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and continue. I do want to thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. Sorry for my phone going off in the background, but you all have a great day, and thank you.